y'all! Welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome! But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, I thought I'd share my Saturday with you all. I make breakfast for my boys, I clean up this old trailer, and I prepare chicken cordon bleu for the very first time. So if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all having an amazing day. It's Saturday, January 14th, and we're getting a little bit of snow. It's a cold day, so I plan on staying inside this warm and cozy trailer all day long. I'm going to be making French toast and bacon for breakfast, and then I need to do a little bit of cleaning around the trailer. So if you're ready, let's just get into the video. I'm going to get started in the kitchen by putting away the dinner dishes from the night before, and then I'm going to be making my morning coffee. After all that's done, then I'm going to be ready to start making breakfast. For breakfast, we're having French toast, bacon, scrambled eggs, and oranges. I started cooking the bacon in the oven and it's so easy. I just line a cookie sheet with aluminum foil to make cleanup easy, and I use parchment paper to prevent the bacon from sticking to the aluminum foil. I'll cook the bacon in the oven at 400 degrees for approximately 15 to 20 minutes until the bacon is nice and crispy. For French toast, I scramble eggs together with milk, cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. I cook my French toast in butter, so once the butter has melted, I dip the bread into the egg mixture and then place it onto the skillet on a medium heat. I think my skillet was set at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The French toast will cook until it's golden brown on both sides. I'm so glad that I figured out that you could cook bacon in the oven. It really is so easy, and cleanup is a cinch. As much as I love bacon, I would always dread frying it on the stovetop because of the big mess it makes, and cleanup was always so time-consuming. I was able to cook the first batch of French toast and wash a load of dishes while the bacon was in the oven. And to clean up, all I need to do is, well, first I want to collect the bacon grease, but then it's just a matter of throwing away the aluminum foil and washing the cookie sheet. Well, the second batch of French toast is just about ready, and after that I'm going to scramble up some eggs real quick, and then breakfast will be ready. Breakfast sure was delicious, y'all. Just what we needed on this cold winter morning. So now I'm going to go ahead and wash the breakfast dishes and straighten up the kitchen. busy boy. Tim's going to take Max and Willow out for a walk while I get started in the living room. I need to dust, sweep, mop, and vacuum. Now that Milo has been spending more time inside the house, I like to keep a blanket on the couch for him to lay on. Tim found these fairy lights on sale at Walgreens, and I thought they would be really cute wrapped around my fiddle leaf fig plant. The fig tree and the spider plant are both pretty dusty, so I'm also going to be wiping down the leaves with a soft, dry cloth. as Tim wore the pups out on their walk. They're fast asleep, and the living room is nice and clean. So now I'm going to go put away the breakfast dishes and then start a load of laundry. Y'all, breakfast sure was delicious. The kitchen and living room are nice and tidy. I've swapped out the laundry. The pups are content. Tim is off doing work around the trailer park, and the boys are busy being boys. It's already been a pretty productive day, but I still need to clean my room and fold some laundry. I need to wash my down comforter. Sorry if this is too much information, but Willow, well, how do I say it politely? Willow tossed her cookies on the comforter. I tried to spot clean it, but it left a little stain, so I'm going to be washing it with Woolite. I found this down comforter at the Salvation Army for just $22, and I love it. It's perfect for these cold winter nights. I have a duvet cover for it, but it's not very comfortable. I prefer the comforter by itself, but it's more likely to get dirty because of the dogs. So instead of taking it to the laundromat, not the laundromat, but the dry cleaners, every time it gets dirty, I've just started washing it here at home. I use Woolite because it's supposed to be pretty gentle on the down feathers. So far, I've never had any problems with washing the down comforter here at home. So anyway, I'm going to be cleaning up my room by making the bed, dusting, sweeping, and mopping. Once I wash the comforter, then I'll finish making the bed later in the day. My least favorite house chore. I need to fold some laundry. I've been doing really good at keeping up the laundry the last few days. I have a couple of loads to fold. There's a load in the dryer and a load in the washer. I only tell you all this because I would normally have 8 to 10 loads of laundry to fold at a time, because I would normally just avoid folding until it was all piled up. But I'm trying to change this bad habit. It's definitely easier to fold the clothes as soon as they come out of the dryer, or at the most 1 to 2 loads at a time. y'all. It's now much later in the day, so I'm going to go ahead and get dinner started. We're going to be making chicken cordon bleu. I've never made it before, so I wasn't really sure how it would turn out, but we're always trying to find new recipes that the boys will like, so we thought we'd give it a try. I'm going to get started by butterflying the chicken, and then I'm going to pound the chicken with a meat hammer till it's about 1/4 inch thick. And then Tim's going to shred some Swiss cheese while I get the ham ready. We'll then layer 3 slices of Black Forest ham and 1/2 cup of Swiss cheese on each piece of chicken, which we'll then roll up and wrap with plastic wrap. Once all the chicken has been stuffed with the ham and cheese and wrapped with a plastic wrap, we'll then put it into the fridge for about 30 minutes for it to chill. This helps the chicken hold the rolled up shape to make it easier to dip the chicken into the breadcrumbs. A little harder to roll up than I expected. I'm not sure if it's because of the way I cut the chicken, or maybe I didn't flatten the chicken enough. I'll have to watch a YouTube video before I try making these again. They turned out really good, they just weren't real pretty to look at. So once we're finished rolling up the chicken, ham, and cheese and wrapping them with plastic wrap, we're going to place them in the fridge for about 30 minutes while I clean up the counters. I'll be spraying the counters with Lysol and wiping them down really good to make sure I clean everywhere there could be raw chicken juices. And I feel terrible about having to throw out the leftover Swiss cheese. We shredded too much and we were touching the cheese right after we were touching the chicken, so it was contaminated. Next time I will definitely use more cheese. While the chicken is chilling in the fridge, I'm going to prepare the side dishes. We're having sweet potato fries and roasted asparagus. For the asparagus, I'll cut about 1 inch off the bottom and then I'll wash and dry them. I'll line a cookie sheet with aluminum foil and parchment paper and spread out the asparagus. I'll drizzle the asparagus with olive oil and season with salt and pepper. They'll cook in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. For the sweet potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and peel them, wash them, and cut them into strips, and I'm going to set them aside until I'm ready to start frying them. ready. The veggies are all prepped and ready to go. But before I do any more cooking, I need to go put my down comforter in the washing machine if I want it to be clean and dry before I go to bed tonight. Okay, I'm finally ready to make some chicken cordon bleu. I need 3 dishes. I need a dish for eggs seasoned with salt and pepper, a dish for flour seasoned with salt and pepper, and a dish for panko seasoned with salt, pepper, thyme, parsley, and Parmesan cheese. I'm going to line a baking sheet with aluminum foil and parchment paper, and once everything is prepped and ready to go, then I'll start coating the chicken in the seasoned flour, then I'll dredge it in the eggs, and finally I'll finish by coating the chicken with the panko and Parmesan cheese mixture. Then I'm going to bake it in an oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. have to say, that was pretty easy. You definitely want to make sure that you chill the chicken, ham, and cheese in the fridge prior to dipping and coating in the breadcrumbs. It helps the chicken hold its rolled up shape. I have a kid who's not so sure that he's going to like the chicken cordon bleu, so I'm going to make him some plain baked chicken just coated with the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan cheese mixture. It's time to fry some sweet potatoes. I use the double fry method. I cook the sweet potatoes in the hot oil for about 3 or 4 minutes until they start to soften, and then I'll remove them from the oil and place them on a mesh rack to drain. Once the fries have cooled down, I'll then fry them again for a second time until they're golden and crispy. The recipe that I used for the chicken cordon bleu on cookingclassy.com, and it had a recipe for a honey mustard sauce, so I thought I'd give it a try. I'll link the recipe down in the description box in case you want to make it yourself. The sauce calls for yellow mustard, Dijon mustard, honey, heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, minced garlic, and cornstarch. But for the complete recipe, make sure to visit cookingclassy.com. So while the chicken and the asparagus is in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and make the honey mustard sauce and continue to fry the sweet potatoes. The chicken is not quite ready yet, but I want to go ahead and flip them over so they don't get too dark on one side. I don't think I'll ever get used to this oven, but so far they look really good. The first batch of fries are ready. As soon as they come out of the oil, I drizzle them with honey and season with salt and pepper. These are a huge hit around here. This first batch is kind of like an appetizer for the boys while they wait for dinner to finish cooking. Dinner is coming along nicely. I'm going to plate everything up, and I have another batch of fries ready to drop. Then dinner will be ready, y'all. y'all, that was so delicious. You should definitely give it a try. It was a little time consuming, but it was definitely worth all the hard work. We're going to spend a little time hanging out with Willow, Max, and Milo. Our bellies are full, and so are the animals, and everybody is starting to wind down. It's been a long day, y'all, and I'm about ready to call it a night. Tim and the boys are going to take care of the dinner dishes, and I'm going to go finish making my bed because I'm ready to climb in and edit my video for the rest of the night.